Do you think eating high quality meat on a tight budget is impossible? I used to think so too, until I figure out a way to make it work. I feed 7 kids every day and I still buy top notch meat at half the price. In this video, I will share exactly the tricks I use to cut cost, waste less food, and keep meal prep easy. Even if you're the only one in your home eating this way, you can still enjoy a carnivore diet without overspending. Let's get started. Meat does not have to be expensive. Most people think that eating a carnivore diet means that you need to spend a fortune on ribeye steaks and fancy cuts of meats. But that is just not true. You don't need to spend expensive cuts to make carnivore work. You just need to buy the right types of meat, and if you know where to look, you can get high quality protein for way less than you think. The biggest mistake people make is assuming that expensive means better. But the truth is, fatty, cheaper cuts like ground beef, pork, shoulder, and chicken thighs are not only more affordable but also more filling. Fat keeps you full longer, so you can actually eat less food overall, which saves you even more money. Plus, if you're buy in bulk, you can cut your cost in half compared to picking up individual packs at the grocery store. Some people say that cheap meat is not as healthy, but grass-fed is not a necessity. Regular beef and pork still have the same essential nutrition, and honestly, most people overspending because they shop with a plan and you grab whatever looks good instead of what actually fits their budget. If you focus on affordable fatty cuts and buy in bulk, you will spend way less while still getting everything you need on the carnivore. And the best part, you will not feel hungry all the time because fat keeps you satisfied. Now that you know meat does not have to be expensive, let's talk about how to get the most out of every piece you buy. Stop wasting meat. Every bite counts. Food waste is one of the biggest reasons people spend too much on groceries. Without even realize it, every time you throw away leftovers, trimming that extra fat or ignoring bones, you are literally throwing away money in the trash. But there's an easy way to use every part of your meat so that nothing goes to waste. Most people only cook the muscle meat and toss away the rest, but that is just a huge mistake. Fat trimmings can be rendered into cooked tallow, bones can use for nutrition-rich broth, and even scallops can ground up burger patties. Instead of spending money on butter, cooking oils, just use beef tallow or pork dripping. It's free fat that you are already paying for. Some people say this takes too much time, but honestly, actually saves you time in the long run. Cooking once and repurposing leftovers means fewer meals to prep throughout the week. If you're starting using all parts of your meat, you will save money, getting more nutrition, and reduce your grocery bill without, say, charging what you eat. And as a bonus, you will always have delicious homemade broth and cooking fats ready to go. Once you are making the most out of every bite, the next step is buying in bulk so you can get the best deals. And the third thing is that you buy meat in bulk and store it right. Buying meat in bulk is one of the easiest way to cut your groceries bill in half. But a lot of people do not take advantage of it. The problem is most people do not know where to buy, what to get, or how to store it properly. But a simple system, bulk buying, can save you both time and money every time a single month. When you buy individual packs of meat at the store, you are paying extra for convenience. But when you are buying in bulk, whether from wholesale stores, butchers, or directly from farms. You are getting the exact same meat for a fraction of the cost. The key is knowing how to portion it, store it, so nothing goes bad. Vacuum sealing, freezing in meal-size portions, and labeling everything properly makes it super easy to grab and cook without any waste. Some people think bulk buying requires a huge freezer, but even a cheap chest freezer will pay for itself in saving within a few months. By buying large amount a discount and storing them in the right way, you will always have high quality meat on hand without worrying about last minute expensive and grocery tips. But what about variety? Let's talk about how to make simple budget-friendly meals on that you will not get bored of. Stick to simple meals, no fancy ingredients needed. One of the biggest myths about the carnivore diet is that you need variety and complexity to stay satisfied. It isn't true. The reality is simple meals are only easier, they are cheaper and even more effective. The mistake most people make is trying to recreate traditional meals using expensive ingredients, but the most successful carnivore eaters keep it simple. Ground beef, eggs, bacon, steak, and butter. These foods require little prep, cook fast, and cost less. That's trying to buy special cuts or gourmet seasonings. Some people say that eating the same things gets boring, but honestly, hunger is the best seasoning. Once you adapt, cravings for variety will go away. Instead, worrying about making meals interesting, focus on getting full and feeling good, and you will spend way less time stressing over food. If you stick to simple nutrition-dense foods, you will save money, reduce meal prep, stress, and make carnivore easy to stick for in the long term. Now, what about eating out? Let's talk about how to handle restaurants and social situations without spending a fortune. When you're eating out on a carnivore without overspending. Eating out on the carnivore diet can be tricky. Restaurants mark up meat-heavy meals, and most of them serves it with a side you don't need. But with a few simple tricks, you can stay on track without overpaying. The biggest mistake: ordering full meals instead of individual items. Instead of paying for a steak with a bunch of sides, order la carte meats like burger patties, eggs, or bacon. A lot of restaurants allow substitutions. You can skip the bun, ask for extra patties, or swap fries for eggs. Fast food place often sells plain burger patties for cheap, and some even offer discounts for bulk orders. Some people say eating carnivore is a restaurant is too expensive, but these tricks can save you 30 to 50% per meal. Without smart ordering, you can stick to carnivore even eating out without wasting money on unnecessary extras. Now let's talk about what is the biggest mindset shift you should need to take on the carnivore when you work on a budget. Feeding a big family on a carnivore diet do not have to be expensive. You just need to shop smart, using every part of the food, and keep your meals simple. Once you stop overcomplicating it, eating it this way becomes affordable, easy, and sustainable. And if you want to talk more about this and learn more about the carnivore diet, press this video and we will see you talk more about this and become better at eating the carnivore diet. Press this video and I'll see you over there.